Yes, it is Falu again. Look, it's Monday. You know how I feel about Mondays. But on this one, I bring you a different kind of energy with this one. Plow through. Plow through. I don't know where I got the idea that life is supposed to be easy and that the pursuit of happiness is supposed to be easy. I don't know where this idea was birthed from because it is more recent to me. It is far more recent. I don't know what it is that I've been seduced by. Let's use that word for lack of a better word. I don't know what has brought me to this state of mind because I was convinced that everything that I needed to do or get, I needed to work really, really hard for it. And it was true. And I went into a season where I forgot about that. Not even necessarily that I forgot about it, but I was convinced otherwise. Right? And when I wake up on Mondays and don't feel like Mondaying, recently I've been taking it easier. No, plow through. Sometimes you just need to fly right through the eye of the storm. Fly right through it. Plow right through it. And rise above it. It's not even a sometimes thing, honestly. It's an all the time thing at this point. That's what I'm realizing because the difficulties, they're there to shape or carve off the pieces of you that shouldn't be there. The pieces of you that are no longer necessary for your survival. And here I was trying to escape from the process of shaving these things off. I haven't shared music in a while. I've not actively performed in front of a new crowd in a while. I have not challenged myself in such a way to play music that I'm not familiar with in front of a random crowd. I've lost my ability to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that for me has always been the biggest shaper of my character. And this weekend, I found myself in a situation where there was no way that I could prepare. Well, there was pulling sleepless nights, but I'm no longer in the space in my life where I can just pull like all nighters any way that I want without affecting all the other things that are happening in my life, you know? So I found myself in a situation where I was on stage, not knowing a single song that was going to be played, never having heard, really practiced or listened to them. I might have heard them in passing, but never really listened to them or practiced them. But I found myself in a space where I had to perform these songs. And the embarrassment of not knowing these songs, the pressure that put on my soul, like I have this burning desire now to go back to the same amount of like practice that I used to do before, the same amount of like commitment that I used to apply to it before. And that commitment was never without any sort of challenges. Challenges in space, like challenges in time, challenges, all kinds of challenges I faced on my path towards learning the little bit of music that I know. Right? It was challenging. But what surprises me is that when I have all the resources and all the opportunity, right, to actually go ahead and create this music perfectly, comfortably, I'm not able to. I'm not able to. I just want to be okay with where I am. All of a sudden, I've grown a sense of being okay with where I am. And it is bothering me so much. It is bothering me so much. I don't know how to not be creative. I don't know how to not be disruptive. I don't know how to not carry myself in such a way that seeks to change every single thing that we know about, I don't know, musicians, about, I don't know, refugees, I don't know, human beings, guys, men. Like, I find myself in situations these days where I'm just okay with being where I am. And that's not me. I'm creative. That's what I'm used to. I'm used to carving new paths forward in spaces that don't have any sort of paths written out. I say all of this because of the sheer disappointment that I feel in myself um, about last week. I've I've started to allow myself a lot more excuses, valid as they might be, but I'm allowing myself a lot more of them. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that. I used to be the guy who would fight tooth and nail to make it to a, I mean, a commitment that I made to someone, regardless of whether that is very beneficial to me or not. And now it's like I'm able to excuse myself. I say this to basically talk about this. Last week had its challenges, and for me, for some reason, that signaled to me that last week having its challenges meant that I can abandon the commitments that I had made. One, especially to this space, um, the importance of this space um, sort of took backseat to all the other things that were happening last week. Faced some challenges with the interview we were supposed to put up with Elliot, who was so graceful in giving us some of his time and giving us some of his energy, and we were not able to put that work out. That really, really upset me. But plow through. That's what I'm bringing you this week. Despite all the challenges, despite all the broken bones and all the carnage that might result from the challenges that life presents, plow through. Plow through it. Like that's where I am. It's gonna look nasty. It's gonna look ugly. It's gonna fail. There's gonna be so many gaps, so many mistakes, but I'm putting one foot in front of the other. That's what I've resolved to do. And that's why I'm here tonight to do that, because I feel so challenged. I feel so challenged. And after 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 yesterday, in yesterday's service, celebrations that we had at church I attended yesterday, and how dismally I felt I played, despite all the compliments that were given to me. I felt so out of form. I felt so out of form that at this point I really would just love to um, get back and just plow through. And this isn't just about the music. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about me in general. This space, I'm talking about dreams, visions, and ideas that I have. It's gonna look messy. It's gonna look. It's gonna look wrong. It's gonna look out of place. It's gonna look so many other words that you can use synonymously in that space. Um, but I'm going to plow through. I don't know where I lost that, but I'm glad that I'm getting some side of it. Maybe it's speaking to the importance that music has in my life, and maybe music is just telling me, "Hey, look, don't abandon me," which I have. But anyway, I'm going to restructure my life in such a way. That's how I feel. In such a way that I have to plow through. I have to be here at 11 to talk. I have to be here to share because so many people keep telling me how helpful this has been to them. And I last week felt so selfish for not being out here. I felt so ungrateful even because I have the opportunity to sit here in this space that I have and be able to speak into someone else's situation, and I'm taking it for granted. It makes me so upset because that's not who I am. Like if you know me, then you know that's not who I am. I'm not one to take an opportunity for granted, and it is making me so upset. It's making me so upset. But yeah, that's what I had to share today. Plow through, like just get one foot in front of the other. It's gonna look messy. It's gonna look ugly. There's gonna be mistakes, lots and loads of mistakes. But plow through, my guy. Just get one foot in front of the other. Just do the bare minimum that you can today. Take responsibility and be honest and be vulnerable. Those are the three pieces that are coming together to make my ethos from now on. I'm gonna do my utmost best to get that video with Elliot Stolle out this week because he shared some gold. He just shared some gold in that, and I would love to have that out to you. We're still working on perfecting our ability to host here because the platforms that I'm trying to frolic with and trying to look at me using the word frolic and it's frolicking because it's messy and all other things and sweaty. Lots of sweat is being expended, if sweat is expended. But I'm finding myself in a space where I need to put that out. I need to share that, and because I need to get better at hosting guests, this space feels comfortable to me now. It's taken a lot of work, yes, but I want to be able to have guests and have them on well. Um, this week I am looking to have another. I feel like that's where we are right now. We are in a space where we're trying to talk to artists, and I'm 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 of the mind that the artistic space, especially the musical space, is begging for a renaissance. It is begging for a renaissance. The artist needs to remember their role in society, and that's what I want to do. I want to talk to some people who are passionate about art in that way and who are passionate about the role that art has to play and the importance of art in society. So this week, I'm hoping to interview my father, my own father. He's an artist. So I myself am a third generation artist. So art is a crucial and central part of my being, and as such, I I I know the value that art has to offer to the world, and in correcting society, in addressing societal ills, art plays such a central role. It plays such a central role throughout history, and I feel like it has been perverted of late, perverted in such a disgusting way, and for personal gain. But I'm of the mind that we can begin or spark a renaissance in the arts, a revolution in the arts, especially the mainstream arts, because obviously the underground arts are more concerned with the more abstract issues in society. But I want us to address the day to day, reach the masses with a day to day message that is meaty, and that is going to attack them, that is going to You know what I mean? I don't have a word there. It's going to just take that. Just take that. Okay. And so I'm going to be interviewing my father, and we're going to have a conversation about the role that art has to play in society, and the role that art has to play in the world in general, and how we get back to that. Excited for that conversation. The week following that, I am looking to have one of my good friends, one of my really, really good friends, a pure soul at heart and in being, Lebu. She is an amazing poet, a published poet, an amazing being. She's a musician. She's Lebu, and she's amazing. Looking to have her on and have that conversation with her. Hopefully, actually not hopefully, we are going to have our ability to host guests rectified this week. I will see to it, and hopefully we can provide the same level of quality and yes, quality to that space as well, and be able to give the value that we are in this space for. I'm excited about that. Um, I'm also excited about some of the things that we are doing currently to um, spark this renaissance, like the yearly bear coming together. Do we call it? Yes, the convening of the bear that we're going to be having this year again. Last year's one was really good. It went really good, but we were not able to share it as of yet, and I'm hoping to be able to do that very soon. So there's that. Um, mm, what else? What else do I have in mind to share? Yes, I'm looking forward to that convening. Preparations are underway. Hopefully, we can do it in a very intimate, very bare manner. Excited, excited, excited. More information to come on that. Uh, Quickly to end this off, my younger sister Gloria, she's doing something amazing. She has this initiative that she has started. It's called My Sister's Keeper. She is trying to add value into the mentorship space for young adults who are in one primary school and in high school as well. Going out there, having conversations with these young ladies, and hopefully providing some inspiration to them. And not only inspiration, she's also providing them with uh, sanitary pads and sanitary products that will help them be the confident young women that they should be. And I can tell you, my younger sister, she is the embodiment of that very spirit. And I do not say this because, look at me, I'm getting emotional. I don't say this because she's my younger sister. My younger sister is an inspiration even to me. Okay? And so I'm glad that she is setting out to share this inspiration with everyone else. So please, I would really, really appreciate it if you would support what she's doing. Just contact me, right? And if you don't have my contact, I am going to leave my email at the bottom of this here video in the description. Um, just send me a quick email and say, hey, look, I want to support in this and in that way, and I will be glad. I will be exceptionally, stupendously, like if that is even a word, grateful to you and the efforts that you will put forward. So that's My Sister's Keeper. They're having a drive that they're going to be doing this end of month. So please go ahead and donate a single packet of sanitary pads, 10, 100, as many as you possibly can. I will really appreciate it. Yeah, this one is the end of our conversation here today, and I have appreciated your time here. Really, really, it is invaluable to me. And I would love to continue this conversation with you tomorrow in our Think Tuesdays, or however we're gonna think about it. What would you like us to name our Tuesdays? If you have any suggestions, just shoot me them. Right now, this was a mindful Monday, and I had a mindful to share. And I'm sure you can probably tell in my demeanor, I'm not the happiest with myself, but I am working on it. Smiles. All right, y'all, you stay good, and I appreciate you. And yes, I do blow kisses. I'll see you in the next one.